Hello my dudes, and welcome back to my little corner of the internet. If you're new here, I'm Evan and I knit and things. And if you're a regular, welcome back. I'm so glad you're all here. This week I have for you podcast episode number 21, and today for me is Thursday, August 13th. So today I have for you one finished object, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 whips, and one acquisition, and then we can do some book chat. So let's jump right in. I have finished the Best Dressed Vest, and it is so cute. So cute. The Best Dressed Vest is a pattern by Ashley R. Adams. I knit this up using Sinful yarns. They're fingering weight base. It's 100% merino, and the colorway is called Burnt Copper. Here's what it looks like. Now, I started this project on May 15th and finished it on August 8th. It was in fact on my Make 9. Look at that, another one finished. Only one thing left on my Make 9. One thing left. Anyway, so mods. I added length to both the front and back panel, and I changed the pickup rate for the neckline and the arm ribbing. The pattern I think calls for picking up every other stitch the whole way around. That was not enough stitches, so I picked up 1 for 1 on the cast on stitches and 1 for 1 on the increases right here, and then on the straight portions 2 out of 3, and I did that for both this and this, and that's it. That's the only mods I made. I am obsessed with this. It is so cute. I will be wearing it with like every outfit when it's not 90 degrees out. Like, I need to knit another one in another color because it's so cute. It's so cute. And this yarn, I mean, it felt really nice while I was knitting with it, but now that it's blocked, it is just so soft. So soft. Yep. I love everything about this. Everything. Everything about it. I do. I just do. And that's my finished object. That's really all I have to say about it, is that I love it and it's so cute. So, let's talk about whips. Just to get it out of the way, still have Purl Soho sample. I am slightly over half done with it. So, yeah. It's big. It takes a lot of time. Next, cross stitch. We are working on Blastoise. And I finished the black. Look, you can kind of tell that it's him now. See? Look at his little, like, with just the pupil of the eye there. He looks like he's Ditto. I love it. It's so cute. So, that's where we are with him. He probably won't get worked on this week unless I really feel like cross-stitching, because I have a lot of other stuff to do. Very cute, though. Next. This is a test knit for Annabeth of Annabeth is Knitworthy. These are her Forager socks. Last week, I was right there. I had done the cuff and just like halfway through the first chart, but this is what it looks like now. I just did the heel. We're working on the gusset. This yarn is from Red Door Fiber Studio. It was a sock set. And it was called Such a Young Soul, and this is her bounce sock base. Let me move my marker for you. We'll do this. There we go. So I've finished the leg and the heel flap. We're about a quarter of the way through the gusset. And I forgot to weigh my mini before I started, so now I'm paranoid about not having enough for both toes. So I'm going to finish the gusset here, and then I'm going to start the second sock. Or maybe I'll go to the toe and then put that on hold and do the rest of the other sock, and then just leave the two toes for last. That's a better idea, because then I don't have to like pull from the other end of the yarn for this or cut it more than once. But these are really cute. This just basket weave. I really like how it looks in this yarn. Next. This is the Honeysuckle top by Andrea Gahn. I did not work on this very much this week. I did do a try on though, and we need a lot more body. It like doesn't even cover the boobs yet. That's where I was last week. I did that much. We're planning on going to a semi-local Ren fair this weekend. And this will probably be the project I take in the car. It's like an hour and a half away. But this will probably be what I take in the car with me to work on. Obviously, I'm not going to carry this around the Ren fair because that would be nuts. But yeah, that's where that is. It's really cute on. It's like really cute. So yeah, that's where that one is. I don't know that this will be finished anytime soon, but in Magic World it is. Okay, I've got 2 more projects. This one's a new cast on. I decided yesterday, well, okay, I didn't just completely randomly decide this. Finishing this let me cross off a bingo square for making a slip over. I have 3 bingo squares left. One is make a skirt, one is finish my make 9, and one is make something with my 2025 advent. Finishing my make 9 shouldn't be a problem. I have 1 more project on it. I'm just not casting it on right now because it's also a DK weight cotton and my hands can only handle 1 DK weight cotton project at a time, and right now that's the Honeysuckle top. My advent, I do have a plan for that. I just haven't started it yet. Now, skirt. I have been wanting a knit or crocheted skirt for forever, and I have never been able to find a pattern that I like really love that like isn't like one size. Because there are plenty of those. Oh, this skirt is one size. Thanks. That's not helpful. So, what is this loop of hair doing? So I decided yesterday, that's enough. I'm gonna make my own. And what am I obsessed with right now? A little bit, granny squares. So I'm going to self-draft a granny square skirt. So I went into my yarn and I was like, okay, I don't want it to be a solid color because that's boring. But I don't want to change colors in granny squares because that's too many ends. So I had this self-striping. It's from Hobie. Don't buy from them. This is not an endorsement. I had this. I'm going to use it. So, this self-striping and a 2.5 millimeter hook, and I just started making some little granny squares. We've got 1, 2, 3. This was the first one I did, and 4. Now, may this take 9,000 forevers to finish because I'm making, well, it's not like it matters the size of granny square I make, whether I make bigger granny squares and there's less of them, or smaller granny squares and there's more of them. It should take the same amount of time. But I liked how these 5 round one looks, and believe it or not, I have never knit a plain granny square before. I've never crocheted a plain granny square before where it's just like 3 double crochet clusters. I've only made fancy ones. I've made granny stripe blankets, but I had to do some figuring because like all of the granny square tutorials I found are for multiple colors. And then you like fasten off the yarn after each round and then begin in a new place, and you can't do that when you're only using one color. But I think I eventually figured it out with the help of a semi-tutorial. Like, there were a lot of like ones where you then turn and like work it in rows instead of rounds, and I didn't like the look of those either. But these, I like how this looks. And it doesn't look weird anywhere. Like even on the really bright one, I don't think it looks weird anywhere. So, yeah. No, this will not ever be a pattern. I am literally just going to make a bunch of these, and then I'm going to sew a row of them together that is the size of my body, and then I'm going to sew more rows together until it's the length I want, and then I will probably pick up and knit a waistband with elastic in it. Will this be enough yarn? I have no idea. I don't care. This is the most low stakes, unserious project ever. So, that's what we're doing. It's going to be really cute. It's going to be a short skirt too, so. Yeah. Okay, final project. This is the new content project, Stego. So if you don't want to see it and you want to wait until the videos come out, skip to acquisitions, okay? I can't put it up here because Plod's not done coming out yet. But here's a link to watch Plod be made. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I started Stego this week. Whoops. Here's what we've got so far. Stego's made in a different order. We don't start with feet, we start with, I think this is tail. The pattern doesn't actually say what part we're making here. It just says put this stuff together. I think this is a tail, since this is not like a Brachiosaurus or an Apatosaurus or something with a really long neck. So I'm assuming this is the tail, but this is what we've got so far. We're in desperate need of a pink middle here, or pink petals. So we've got like purple, green, teal, yellow. We could use a blue as well. And then these are the starts of feet. And that's all we've got for Stego so far. I know I said I was going to use a blue that was like slightly off from the blue that I was using for Plod, but I didn't like it. So we're using that minty color instead. Oh, the Stegosaurus, the pattern is called Puff the Magic Stegosaurus by Heidi Bear's Designs. We're not calling it that. We're not calling it that. Anyway. That's all the knitting and crochet and cross stitch. I didn't do any spinning this week. This has been a crazy week. I've not had time for spinning. So, acquisitions. I have one. Fiona of Fiona K Knits had been doing a Sirens of Song club this year. She has since taken a break from it, but I ordered June, which was, I don't remember what artist, but I got the Shanico fiber, and this is what it looks like. It's so pretty. It's really delicate, and I really like it, but the speckles are just like, wowza, look at that. This is going to be really pretty. I also have no concept of how this will spin up, but it'll be gorgeous. And that's acquisitions. And that just leaves book chat. So, this week I finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books. First we had Solo Leveling Volumes 3, 4, and 5 by Dubu and Chugong. And those had a 4.5, 4, and 4 ratings, respectively. I really like this series. It's really interesting. It feels like watching an anime, which I appreciate because I miss that a lot. Then I finished our EvanKnitsThings Bookclub read, Deadly Ever After by Brittany Johnson. I didn't like it. I gave it 2 stars to be generous. I didn't like it at all. Anyway, then I read Pros and Cons by Stephanie Holmes, which is book 5, I think, in the Nevermore Bookshop series. It was okay. It was better than the last few, but like, they're really dragging this plot out. Like, you know how murder mysteries sometimes have like a plot that overarches the entire series instead of like a book by book plot? It's like that, but it's so slow. Like, the books are short. but like, I just want to know already. Like, I'm only reading these because I bought last year a book by Stephanie Holmes, and it's set in the same world as this series, but it's 8 years later. So I wanted to read the precursors. Like, it's not the same characters, but I still wanted to read them. But there's so many more of them than I thought. Like, there's 10 in this series, and then there's a second series that happens after that, before the book 1 to the 3rd series that I bought, and I may give up at some point and just say forget it. Anyway, then I read Witch Hat Atelier Volume 8 by Kamome Shirahama. 4 stars. I love this series as well. It's so cute. It's so sweet. But it's also fun. And then I got an arc of The Lone Wolf Cafe by Sydney Wilder on NetGalley. And I gave it 4 stars. This comes out next week. In like 6 days. Story, really liked. Audiobook, disaster. Is a cozy fantasy about a young werewolf girl who meets this witch girl who owns a cafe, and they fall in love and they do stuff in this town to save the world, save their village, whatever. It's very cute. The audiobook is a mess. Read the ebook or buy the physical book. Don't listen to the audiobook. That's all the books I finished, I think. Yeah. Okay, what am I currently reading? Ink Becomes Blood by Ina Harrington. I've almost finished this one. It's an arc as well. It doesn't come out until October. Or no, it comes out the end of September, I think. I read book 1 of this already with Rattle the Stars PR, which I'm part of. It's being real slow. Then I'm also reading Mixed Signals by B.K. Borison. I'm only on like chapter 7, but of course I love it so far. And Brett and I started A Parade of Horribles by Matt Dinneman. We're only on chapter 2, so I have nothing to say about that yet. I mean, besides the fact that it's Dungeon Crawler Carl and I love it. And it's also going to kill me, probably. But that's how it is. In other news, I'm trying to pick my journal for next year. What color should I get? I have this blue this year. Last year I had like a red-orange. I'll just grab them. Hold on. Okay. Here's the 3 colors. Oh, I never wrote on the side of those. Here's 2026. Here's 2025. And here's 2024. What color should I get for 2027? I'm thinking like a pink or a purple, but there's not very many options. I feel like I don't need like a blue-green. Like, I'd eventually like to have like a rainbow. Pink or purple, I think. I'll have to see. There's a really nice deep red. I don't know. I just don't like ending up in like December and not having anything set up. That drives me nuts. And then like I get all kinds of hand cramps trying to get it done. Well, that's all I've got for you guys this week. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you had a great week and you're finding time for yourself. Because you matter, and I love you. like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Love you all. Bye.